shocked social convention by donning boys' breeches to ride astride or climb up on the roof to reset a shingle or two. "Dave Shepherd said it was an accident," Gwen said, looking off past the grave to the crowd of people. Beth dabbed her eyes. "There's no way to prove who did it. The men were rowdy and everyone was shooting it up. At least, that's what Rafe said." Lacy crossed her arms. "I believe him about as much as I would believe the Major incapable of killing chickens." Gwen cast a sidelong glance at Major Worthington, the family dog, who had sat faithfully beside the grave of his master for over 2 hours. "Talk like this won't get us anywhere." She looked at her sisters, read the deep pain in their eyes, and wondered if they blamed her for their father's death. God knew she did. "Well, I'm going to give Deputy Shepherd a piece of my mind," Lacy said, stomping off and pulling her skirts up high enough to avoid the muddy path. Beth looked at Gwen. "I'd better go with her." "Yes." Gwen knew Lacy's penchant for taking umbrage with Dave Shepherd or any other man who stood in her way. Once again, Simon Lassiter made his way to Gwen's side. "Sure sorry about your pa, Gwen." "I know you are, Simon. I appreciate the casket you made. Let me know what I owe you." "Oh, nothing at all. Nick and I wanted to do it by way of paying our last respects." He lowered his gaze to the dirt. "He sure didn't deserve to get shot down like that." "No," Gwen said. "He didn't. And if I hadn't sent him over to your place to get the knife sharpened, it wouldn't have happened." Simon looked back up. "This wasn't your fault, Gwen. You can't go blaming yourself." Gwen gazed at Simon. He wouldn't understand, even if she tried to explain it. "Did you hear what I said?" Simon asked. Gwen shook her head. "No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I was lost in my thoughts." "I asked if I could walk you back," Simon repeated. "Nick and I are going to tend the grave, and I'd rather you not be here for that. It might be difficult to watch." Gwen glanced at the hole in the ground. The wooden box that held the earthly contents of George Gallatin rested alongside the grave. She shook her head and turned to go. "You do what you have to, Simon. I'll be fine." She couldn't resist, however, glancing over at the grave to the right, Harvey's grave. She thought of how much her father and her husband had enjoyed each other's company in life. Perhaps now they would also share that companionship in death. But she couldn't weep for either one. She had no tears left. Gwen bowed her head and walked toward the house. She'd left a piece of her heart in that grave, just as she had with all the others. Sometimes she worried that there wasn't any heart left inside her. Harvey would have said she was being silly. Harvey had been so full of life. He didn't believe in curses or bad luck. He just believed in living life in a hurry. Maybe that's why he died at such a young age. He just lived up his life too soon. "Sometimes I just want to punch that man in the nose," Lacy declared as she and Beth came alongside Gwen. "What's Dave Shepherd done now?" Gwen asked softly. "It's not what he's done," Lacy retorted. "It's what he's not doing. He's not even looking for our father's killer." "Be fair, Lacy. There were a dozen men around that night, drunk and celebrating Roundup. You can't expect Deputy Shepherd to know which stray bullet struck Pa." "Well, someone's got to find out. Guess it'll have to be me." Gwen took hold of Lacy's arm. "Please, can this wait? They haven't even laid the dirt on Pa's grave yet. Mrs. Shepherd is at the house preparing a funeral dinner. We have to at least try to keep up appearances." Lacy's expression softened. "I'm sorry, Gwen. I wasn't thinking. We have so much to figure out. Pa left us everything, but the real question is, do we want it?" "What do you mean?" Beth asked. "I mean the stage stop, Gallatin House. Do we want to go on with it? It's the only thing that—" She struggled to continue. "The only thing that ever gave Pa any success." Beth put her arm around Gwen's waist. "He was good at it. People liked him, and he liked serving them." They approached the log structure. Last night's rain gave everything a look of being freshly washed. Droplets of water still glistened on the new grass and sparkled like diamonds in the midday sun. The girls had watched their father fail at one job after another. Nevertheless,